thanks for agreeing to set up this interview. As you know, we only have a short amount of time, so let's go ahead and get started right away. Now, I know that you've been involved in some work on community issues. Can you tell me what attracted you to the community issue that you chose at the beginning of the semester?
Yes, the community issue I chose at the beginning of the semester was nursing shortages nationwide, and I really chose this issue because, one, it is the career I am going into. It's what I'm majoring in school right now, so for me, it's a really big personal issue because I want to be able to know that I want to know what kind of issues I'm going to be facing when I am brought into the workforce, and I want to know what kind of environment I'm going to be in and what kind of stuff I'm going to be dealing with going into the nursing field. So I really felt that gaining knowledge on the shortages within the nursing field was really important to my education and to my career to follow. And so for me, it felt most important to me that I should probably learn about some of those issues in the nursing field.
Okay, thank you. Now, your materials also said that you were involved in a community issue team project that focused on a call to action. Can you share with me what call to action your team put forward and why you chose that call to action?
Of course, great question. So the number of qualified nursing students that are being turned down by college institutions is actually very substantial. So therefore, our call to action put forward by my team and I was that we wanted to help raise awareness of the issue and dedicate time to educate colleges on how they can help, because ultimately our nursing students and our nurses of today are coming from colleges. That's where they're being educated and trained in the stuff they need to know to become the nurses they are today. So not having enough space or teachers or equipment or that kind of stuff is a really relies on the colleges. You know, we need enough instructors to be able to teach our nursing students. We need enough space for them. We need to be able to train them efficiently and adequately so we can produce more nursing students, because there are so many qualified nursing students that are applying to get nursing programs at college institutions all over the nation, but they're not getting in simply because colleges don't have the space for them, and that is a really big reason why we have nursing shortages. So our team felt it was necessary to raise this awareness of these nursing shortages and how they're really affecting everyone, and to really dedicate our time to educate college institutions on the issue so they can become more aware of how they can help and what they can do to decrease nursing shortages.
I see. Now, if I were to ask the other members of your team what they think your biggest strength is, what do you think they would say, and why do you think they would say it?
You know, I'm definitely not a perfect person. I have lots of weaknesses, but I would say that they would say one of my biggest strengths is that I'm really willing to go above and beyond and to help more than I need to, because I like to be able to lend a hand and to help people out when they're struggling, because I really don't like to see people struggling. So if there's any way possible that I can help someone out, I'm really willing to do so. For example, we recently in our biochemistry class had to come up with we had to do a group project. And within my group, we assigned each other a task so we could get the group project done efficiently and on time. But I was very willing to lend a hand and help the two other group members with anything they needed help with, you know, research or putting together a PowerPoint or whatever we needed to do. I was very willing to lend my hand and to give them the help they need. So I would definitely say that would be a strength that my group members would say I have.
Okay, great. What for you was the most challenging thing about working with your team?
I mean, surprisingly, our team worked really, really well together. I'm really well. We had no disagreements, we had no confusions, we were all able to meet on time, we were all able to be very efficient and work on a very nice time scale. But if I were to say there was a common challenge among teams that I have experienced in the past, it would be coming to a consensus. Pleasing everyone is very challenging. So I would say that being able to contribute and incorporate everyone's opinions in a manner that can somewhat please everyone and keep everyone happy would be a really big challenge for a team, because that's just hard to do because everyone has their own opinions and stuff.
Thank you. Okay, last question. In 30 seconds or so, tell me what your biggest takeaway was from COMM 110 this semester. What will stick with you and be useful to you?
Definitely for me, I came into COMM 110 having really bad public speaking anxiety. It is something that's always really affected me. I've always experienced great anxiety when it comes to having to speak in front of others. But coming out of COMM 110, I have a much greater realization that more often than not, people have public speaking anxiety. It's not just something I have, which in the past I kind of thought it was, like, oh my gosh, I'm the only one who has this really bad public speaking anxiety. But actually being able to talk among my classmates and my teacher and other people, I realized that a lot of other people suffer with public speaking anxiety, actually. It's a very common thing, and that made me feel better about myself, that I wasn't like an odd one out who only had public speaking anxiety.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. We'll probably be in touch with you in the next few weeks or so. Take care.
Thank you. It was very nice to meet you.